On one of the issues she's raising, as you've noted, there are multiple resolutions. On one of the resolutions, you were the only person to vote against the statement made by the House in November that reaffirmed the right of Israel to exist. How is that not anti-Israel?
Because inside of that resolution, they equate anti-Zionism with anti-Semitism. There are millions of Jews that agree with me on that. In fact, to make it even more clear...
That resolution in November, and we can go through them, that resolution in November, it was straightforward, reaffirms the state of Israel's right to exist, recognizes that denying Israel's right to exist is a form of anti-Semitism. It does not.
There you go.
It does not say anti-Zionism.
And then in a subsequent, Kate, let me speak. In a subsequent resolution, they clarified it. They clarified it in a subsequent resolution to say anti-Zionism is anti-Semitism.
And by they, it was actually a different group who did. So let me be really clear on the first.
It's the same Congress that passed that resolution.
I understand, but what I'm getting at, let's go step by step then. On the first resolution in November, nowhere in there does it say that anti-Zionism
take anti-Zionism off the table, okay?
Give me 1 second.
If you question Israel, if you have harsh criticism for Israel, that doesn't mean you're anti-Semite. Look, at least half your viewers agree with me on this.
I understand that you're passionate about what you want to say. Let me ask the question, and then you can respond. Nowhere in that resolution where you were the only member to vote against, one other member voted, Rashida Tlaib voted present. Nowhere in there does it say that criticism of Israeli policy is anti-Semitic. Do you think Israel has a right to exist?
Oh, absolutely they have a right to exist. Look at my social media posts. I started out explaining that vote by saying Israel has the right to exist.
So then...
because I don't vote on the names of resolutions, Kate.
You don't... It's not the name of the resolution.
I vote on what's in the resolution.
This is not a gotcha in any way, shape, or form. I know you can respect how serious I am about the research I do on these things.
I love being able to discuss this with you.
There was a resolution that did equate anti-Zionism to being anti-Semitic. And in that, 92 Democrats voted present in protest. 13 Democrats voted against it. Jerry Nadler, Daniel Goldman, Jamie Raskin, they spoke out against it. The Jewish members did speak out against that.
Correct.
The week before, you were the only one to vote against. Did you not read it?
I read it, and they came to me and said, gee, you're brave. We'd like to vote the way you're voting, but this is a political gotcha. And so then a week later, a lot of them didn't have the courage to vote no. As you pointed out, they voted present. That's the difference between me and these other folks up here. I have the courage. I'll come on your show and take the heat, but I'll also talk about what's in that resolution.
Recognizes that denying Israel's right to exist is a form of anti-Semitism.
That's the name of the resolution. Congratulations.
You do not support that? I'm not reading the name of the resolution.
Congratulations, you're able to read the name of the resolution. I don't vote on the names.
Ooh, Congressman, I don't think you're trying to question my intelligence now, are you?
No, I'm just saying you don't have time to prepare for this like I did.
Do you mean the 2 pages that I read in 2 minutes this morning and highlighted the resolve that the House of Representatives?
Good for you. You took 2 minutes. There have been 19 resolutions. I know what's in all of them. I study them. And I say right on social media, if you'd done a little more research, you wouldn't have to ask me if I acknowledge Israel's right to exist. It's right there on my social media.
I can read I've read your social media. I also think, given what is stated in this resolution, it is worthy of re-asking.
I enjoy this dialogue. I hope I get to come back on and talk about what's in these bills again.
In these resolutions and in these statements made by Congress, and in this resolution where everyone but you voted in support of, I'm happy to have you on any time to discuss, and will continue to do my research. And do not appreciate when someone even suggests or insinuates
that I'm not prepared. Suggest that you didn't have time to do the research that I've done. You did some research.
Congressman Massie, thank you for coming on.